the 8-year anniversary. What a day.
It is the
8-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Chris Long Beau Allen, Brandon Graham. Happy anniversary, guys.
Let's go. Hey, what's up, y'all? We down here at Super Bowl with Unblocked with Brandon Graham. I'm here with my co-host, Bo Wolf. Hey, what we got for him, Bo?
We're here, BG.
Yes,
on the
sir.
scene at Radio Row. Unblocked, presented by Xfinity. Lots coming your way. Stay with us. We're going to have a couple Super Bowl teammates of yours joining us, Chris Long and Beau Allen, on what is the 8-year anniversary of you making that big play and delivering the Eagles their first Super Bowl trophy.
Man, that's crazy. 8 years, boy. Them flew by. It took
So
me
I
8
didn't
years
know
to get there.
this. I didn't know this, but you said today's also your daughter's birthday. So
Yeah.
the Super Bowl happened on your daughter's birthday?
Yeah, it did. And then wifey birthday was the next day. So I got the gift
Wow.
of winning one for her birthday. Then we had the parade for wifey birthday.
Nice work.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be flying out tomorrow to go to like the gymnastics meet.
Yep.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, I love it like that because, I mean, that's what I say. It's chaos going on, but it's not chaos to me because it's something that you're used to being able to have a tight-knit schedule. And, you know, like I say, man, I'm just hyped to be out here, come out here for a couple of days, and then flying to Nashville. So it's half the trip. It ain't as far as it was coming here, but I know I'm excited to be able to go celebrate, you know, with baby girl and all them. We're going to do dinner after her meet.
All right, well, a lot to come on this episode of Unblocked with Brandon Graham, presented by Xfinity. Let's get it going and run it back. Stay with us. All right, BG, we got a lot to talk about here. First of all, what do you make of just this whole setup? Have you been to a Radio Row before? You've always just been in the game.
This is my first time, and normally if we don't make it, I don't come. I'm
Right.
like, and so that was my rule. It's like if we don't make it, especially because I never won any championship in my career, so I was like, if I ever make it to the Super Bowl, that's the only time I would know what it feels like to be there. So whenever we would get offered our Super Bowl tickets, it's like, nah, I ain't, because I don't go unless we in it.
Right.
And so it took me 8 years to get there. 8 years anniversary now this year
right.
after winning my first one, then, you know, winning another one last year. So being there 3 times out of them 8 years, man, and, you know, been thankful ever since because, I mean, even when the one we lost, it was lessons to be learned in it. And but being here now, man, I actually went against what I said because I'm a little older now, trying to enjoy it a little more.
And you've got your 2.
Yeah, I got my 2. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm thankful to have, like I say, been there. And now I'm just making some money, coming in, talking on my show. And now, yeah, man, seeing all these celebrities coming through.
Now, you mentioned this. I don't know if people know this whole deal, how it works. Every NFL player gets offered Super Bowl tickets, right? Mm-hmm. Do you have to buy them?
Yeah, you got to buy them.
You don't just get them and then you can sell
them. It was like $4,800 per.
$4,800 per?
Yeah.
And you can't resell?
No, you can't do nothing. That's what's crazy. And so they can stay in the box. They can say, keep mine in the box.
We've just been,
if it ain't the Eagles.
It is. I have seen this experience with you before, just at a training camp. But when you're here, I mean, you can't walk 2 feet without getting stopped by somebody who wants to take a picture.
It's been love, man. I mean, I'm never gonna just take that for granted, man. The love that you feel, the energy that you transfer to others, because really, you know, as much as they're coming up to me, I feel like I'm giving them some positive as well, and so it's kind of cool to be able to just see former players that you play against, and then players that you play with, and other guys that just got respect for what you're doing in your career.
Who was somebody that you didn't expect to see that was interesting?
You know what? It was a guy that J.B. Fitzgerald, that's his name. That's the one that
former Michigan teammate.
Yeah, former Michigan teammate. That's the first time I seen him in person in a while. We always talk on the phone, but it was good to see him in person. Okay. And you know, we went to Michigan together. He played linebacker. We didn't win nothing together, but we had some great lessons together.
Sure. And then who was it over here? Benny Fowler? Is that right?
Benny Fowler. Yeah, he won Super Bowl 50 with Denver. Yep, he won with Denver. Played receiver, caught a pass from Peyton Manning, touchdown pass.
What's the connection there? Just Detroit?
Michigan State. He went to Michigan State. Draymond Green, when we used to hang real tough in college.
Okay.
And then, of course, we still talk and do all that stuff now, but we don't get together as much because he's way out here.
Okay, let's talk a little bit of Eagles news. Now, we are here. This is the Super Bowl Radio Row. Got your water. That's a good job by our producer, Marissa, here. Mm-hmm. Also, the Pro Bowl. So you saw, Cooper DeJean is there, Zach Bond is there, and Jalen Hurts was there. What did you have you connected with Jalen? What did you think about what he did?
Yeah, I connected with him. I haven't seen him since he's been out here though, because I just got here yesterday.
He's got his own stuff going on.
Yeah, he got a lot of stuff going on. I wanted to go to the game yesterday. Fell asleep, man. I was so tired because you eat some good food when you come out here.
Yeah.
Got to talking to him. Next thing you know, it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
East Coast or here?
East Coast was 6 o'clock at home, you know, and then I had to make sure I made that call this morning to wish baby girl happy birthday before her day at school.
Okay, good for you. What do you think Jalen thinks of Sean Mannion? Because we haven't talked since the Eagles announced Sean Mannion as the new offensive coordinator.
I know that he's open arms with whoever's in here. He just want the organization to be confident in who they bring in, and then you go with it, because what else can you do? Because when you are not in control of any of those decisions, you gotta take advantage. I mean, you gotta try to make the best of whoever comes in. It's like Jalen, he's just been adjusting all these years, and I don't see it being no different. Hopefully for him, Mannion be here a little longer, and hopefully they have a great, like, if I hear nothing but great things about him on how he's a great coach, great person, willing to really like try to go the extra mile for his players and all that stuff. So I can't wait to see like how they build their relationship. But you just hope that everybody comes with a clean slate and just, you know, continue to document with each other as the journey goes these next 6 months.
To me, you know, there is this conversation from the outside about, you know, how stubborn is Jalen with the offense, how coachable is he, and to me that's the job of the coaches, right? To explain the why of why it is you want to do things a certain way. And I think if Jalen understands that, I don't see any reason, anything I know about him, this is a guy who only cares about winning.
Right.
Of course he's going to want to buy in.
Yeah, and you know what's up? You know what's crazy, man? People don't always know the full story. You just you only know what people tell you.
Yes.
And so, okay, you might get a collective of people saying certain things, but you don't know if they clicked up together. Are they best of friends, or is it just random people that's just saying almost the same thing? Because like you said, man, Jalen coming, he ready to, like, even when we was going through what we was going through, it was like he was suggesting some stuff, he was throwing out, he was going with whatever it was, what they was calling, all that stuff, man. It's like people don't know the whole thing. So, but he's willing to take it all on the chin, because it's like it ain't for everybody to know either. So I just got much respect, because when you see behind the scenes on what really goes on and what people really don't know, it's like, man, all you can do is sit back and laugh about it. It don't always feel good at the time that you're getting, like, because I'm sure when Jalen hears some of the stuff that's being said, it's like he's trying to use that as fuel, but you still kind of.
But he also doesn't play the game. He doesn't play the, like, you know, tell a reporter,
like, or
throw
a little thing out there
under the bus, right?
Yeah, because you don't have to do that, man. Because if you know what's real already, you don't do that. And so that should tell you a lot already, because I know for me, I would want some. That's what I've worked on, like not having to defend myself on. If
That's
people
hard,
know,
though. That's
I know,
hard.
because if you got to go with, if people know you for real, then they know you. But if they don't, it ain't for me to try to prove to them, because they already made their decision. They already on that side. Let them stay on that side, and because they're gonna be begging one day to, oh man, I want to come back over here on the BG side. Nah, I heard what you said, but I forgave you though. But it's all love either way, man. I just say, for anybody that's going through things, I don't always just jump to conclusions because everybody's saying one thing. It's like, man, because we never really know the whole picture of what's really going on. But like I say, I can respect Jalen not like jumping into all that and letting people talk, and why he's going out there and winning championships like he did last year. And of course, you're not going to do them every year, and people might not like some of the work that's being done with y'all team so that they can nitpick on every little thing. But yeah, man, I know that he's already at work, ready to get back to what we know we should do. It's in Atlanta next year? He already got his eyes set. Oh, it's in L.A.
L.A.
Oh, I thought it was in Atlanta next year, Super Bowl.
The other big Eagles development sounds like Vic Fangio, after considering retirement, is going to come back. What do you make of that?
Well, you know what? He always got to take his time on what's important and outweighing some of the stuff that's going on the offensive side and what he has coming back this year, because I know that plays a big part. I know he could have easily set off into the sunset last year, winning the Super Bowl with us. His dream job, from what everybody say. Philly was his dream team. So I don't think he's gonna make it. I don't think he's gonna cut it that short. He feel like he probably got one or two more Super Bowl appearances he trying to make.
Okay. When those reports are out there, is it like, are you guys on the defensive side of the ball texting like you don't know what's going to happen either, kind of like Eagles fans are? Like, what's Vic going to do?
If you got a relationship with him, you might want to hit him up.
Okay.
You know, and,
did you hit him up?
I definitely hit him up. I hit him up, and
he said, "I need you for another year, big man."
He didn't really give me much, but he just know that I just say, like, I wanted to run it back with you, man, and hopefully that means something.
He didn't give you anything? He didn't respond?
He responded. He responded. I ain't gonna say everything he said. But
he did the pasta and meatball emoji.
But he did it ain't nothing to report. Pretty much. That's pretty much what he says. Nothing to report here.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, well, that means you coming back. That's what it means to me. That's how I took it.
I like that.
Yep.
All right, much more to come here on Unblocked with Brandon Graham, presented by Xfinity. Stay with us. On the other side, Chris Long, Beau Allen, some Super Bowl teammates on the defensive line. It'll be a lot of fun on the set.
Let's go. What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with the 6th sense. And that lets you stream the game even when the whole family is online. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me, a lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable, and the price should stay put. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
Everybody's got their favorite hard tea, but have you ever turned the can to read what's in it? You can't, because they don't tell you. And while they hide what's inside, Crooked Tea brags about it. Crooked Tea brews real USDA organic tea for real flavor with 0 sugar. No fake junk hiding behind the label. What you see is what you drink. Next time you're at the store, flip the can. If you can't find the ingredients, just put it back. Then grab a Crooked Tea, 0 sugar, real tea, and fully transparent. You know it, Philly. Real recognizes real, so why drink the fake stuff? Crooked Tea, the only thing better is a strip sack in the Super Bowl. Visit crookedtea.com to find a store near you.
Well, look at this on the set at Radio. The 8-year anniversary. What a day.
It is the
8-year
anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Brandon Graham, happy anniversary, guys.
Let's go.
We also, I mean, this makes me, this BG's rushing from inside. We got Chris on the edge.
Yeah,
I can play on the edge.
And Beau's the reason we're even rushing on third down.
I know. That's on the bench, boys.
Hey, he stopped the run, though, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So here we are. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Y'all, man.
What is it like when you see BG? Like, what comes to mind?
Smiles.
Instant.
Just smiles, dude. Instant smiles. This guy's, he's a morale booster. So
100%.
when I just saw BG and I was like, bro, I can't believe you're still playing, number one. And number two, like, you've always had a nose for the ball. They put him in the game. He's like, he's just come in cold. 3 sacks right off the bat, dude. This guy he'll be able to rush the passer at 70.
BG's playing on the inside now, too, though.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, what did you make of that?
I
loved it.
It is. It's different. I had to learn a different technique, but it was all about attacking. And like you say, man, getting hands off you, because once I got choked up a little bit, it was next play.
He was like the most efficient sack artist in the NFL this year. Also had one taken away from a penalty, so the guy still got it. Yeah.
Man, it feels good. It felt good getting back out there. Of course, it's the addiction of getting them sacks and fighting for them and
totally right.
all that. Oh yeah, But yeah, man, I really did have a good time because the group was good.
Yeah.
When the group is good, you don't feel like you're in competition with anybody. People are really happy for you, and it's not always the case.
I was happy y'all ended up with Jalen Phillips. Phillips.
Oh man, he was
good
perfect.
Player, dude.
Perfect.
Good player.
Perfect formula.
Good guy too,
for
huh?
what we need. Yeah. And he softened our coach up a little bit because he ain't as always serious. Wash is a little like a technician.
Wash
a technician. So yeah.
You think he comes back?
That's what I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know that we got Jalen Carter that we got to pay, and I'm sure you're asking for a bunch. So it depends on like how it goes with all that. But right now, I really do think that Reed, Jalen Phillips, and somebody, we can all get them back for the price of Jalen Carter. So I don't know.
Jalen Carter, that's an expensive guy.
Expensive guy. Chris, you have spoken a lot eloquently about like the dance of entering retirement.
Yeah.
What was your view of the outside on what BG went through this year?
Well, I know his wife was happy to get him out of the house and go back to work. That's a common theme. The first year was like, oh, it's so good to have you home. Yeah. And then the second and third year, they're like, this isn't so fun. No, I just, like, it's unreal to think about, like, when you finish, like, I used to have dreams of still playing, like, literal, like, couldn't find my pads, put on my pads, like, late to the stadium. Those panic dreams.
Yeah.
And you kind of feel like, man, that was like another life. But you to come back into it, like to really be done and then come back, that's just insane to me. You probably got the freshest legs you had in your career not having to do training camp, huh?
I did. That first week was it was sore. I was real sore that first week, but once I got in the groove and you get that glaze on you,
the glaze.
The glaze.
I heard a very funny story of your first practice back. You were like dominating, and everybody is like,
it was crazy.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't believe.
Fresh legs for real.
I
What a
can't
good
believe.
feeling.
But, and
it
you're
was.
like, this guy doesn't even know who I am. And then the truth was that guy didn't know who you were. It was the international pathway guy who was blocking you, and he's just destroying this guy.
Who is this practice squad guy?
Oh man, I know. It was a guy that they was really high on, and he ended up getting hurt.
No, but they were saying about you, the guy from Germany or wherever, he's like,
Right.
how many sacks is this guy? 75.
Close to 80.
You getting 80 this year, huh? When you come back, you gonna come back one more year? What do you think?
You know what, man? If Howie make that call, I'm coming back.
Okay, all right.
Now, because it is the anniversary, Bo, when you think of like that game, that night, what comes to mind?
Well, I think of BG with that huge play, stripping Tom, but nah, I mean, the best part is just the guys, the memory you have with the guys.
Yes.
And I was looking through some photos I saw on social media today of us at the parade, celebrating. That was just such a good memory.
The coat,
man.
the coat,
yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
like you
All the
see a lot of
characters.
people this week, right? And I see a lot of guys. I'm like, man, I'm super excited to see this guy played against, old friend, whatever. When I sat down here, we all just sat down here. This is the biggest smile I've had on my face.
the best.
In probably 3 weeks, man.
I'm telling you.
And so it's just like it's hard to recreate. You can go like we might not see each other for a year. It could be a year or two.
Hope not.
Yeah, hope not. Hope.
But you just pick up right where you left off because what we went through was really special, man. It was awesome.
Can't take that away.
Now, Chris, I know you got to get going in a minute, but you are here for
Subaru.
Tell
Subaru
us
loves
about
pets,
that.
man, and Subaru loves underdogs, and that's why the deal kind of works with the 8th anniversary of us winning the thing. But Subaru's working with the SPCA. We're going to a shelter later today, Muttville. And Subaru wants you to adopt the older dogs, the underdogs that people kind of overlook sometimes that don't get the TLC.
Old dogs like BG.
Old
they
dogs
come
like
back.
BG that you're
That's
like,
a lot
what-
of life.
What can
new
this
tricks
dog
like
do
play
for me?
defensive tackle.
Maybe be the most efficient pass rusher in the league.
Yeah.
So I just love what Subaru's doing. We're going to go over in a Subaru Outback Wilderness, which is pretty tight, Bo. I got to look at that.
Plenty of room for me. A lot of leg
room for Bo. So I'm
I'll
going
be
to
in
play
the
with some
back.
dogs.
One
the
Bo.
bed, right? They got like
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
truck
yeah,
bed
yeah,
back
for
there.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be good for me.
So we're underdogs, baby.
I love it.
And we are here for Big Brothers Big Sisters as well, and
That's
raising money.
awesome.
So
That's
everybody
awesome.
check that out. We're doing this podcast. What's your podcast advice?
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me.
Bring in your former teammates. You know, that can help carry
If
the
I
load.
had
on
better
board.
if I
Yeah.
had advice, I'd give it to myself, dude. I would say don't listen to what anybody on the outside has to say about your show, your content, your product. People
I
are always
totally agree with that.
People are always like, no one's ever going to
Enough.
be happy with what you say.
Yep.
There's always going to be somebody that's pissed off, doesn't like the take. And what you're hearing, the feedback is always the loudest, most insane people.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to imagine that you're talking to an aggregate of very reasonable people. They just don't type stuff out on the internet.
You can't be
Right.
playing whack-a-mole on all these different things. Do what you care about. Say what you think is authentic.
And don't
that-
second guess
it'll
yourself.
follow. Yeah.
And also, like, nobody cares what you're saying. Like, there's so
100%.
many podcasts.
Oh, my goodness.
You start obsessing over, like, am I doing a good job? Like, you're such a small part of somebody's day. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Yes. It's some real fans out there that really look to you for a lot
I got
of
some
stuff.
advice too. BG, you got one of the best personalities in the world, man. Your laughter, like, it fills people up with joy. So just be yourself.
Just laugh.
Enjoy.
Just laugh a lot.
Yep.
Just do the BG laugh a lot.
I'm
Chris, we will let you go. We know you got places
Good
to
to
go.
see you, man.
I
You got a
appreciate
few
you
more
stopping in,
minutes,
man.
I can hang around.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to you later.
Bo.
I'll
Appreciate
stay
Bo's
on
gonna
for a
stay.
little bit.
Bo's gonna stay.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Chris, get out of here. Scram.
Oh, you can be on third.
Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing?
You're gonna be on third down
Chris
now.
is going
Yeah.
like this. I'm like, I got you, buddy.
What is BG like in the room?
Oh, he's the best, man. Well,
me
he's
see.
the best. I do have one complaint about BG in the room.
Let's go.
He got fined a lot. We have a thing in the room where if you pass gas,
I mean, this is a notorious thing.
and it's like it was. I mean, he spent a lot of money on that room just blowing air.
BG, I do feel like
you're right.
I have heard less of this later in your career. Did you change anything about your diet over the years?
I did.
Okay.
Not to Bo, like how Bo lost. I want to get like how Bo is, like
Okay.
look different, But for me, I think it's man. It had to change if I wanted to stay playing, because you can't just you get away with it as a young guy, but
But
later on in your
did
year,
this affect the smell as well?
it do. It really do,
Okay.
man. It depends though, because some smoothies that you
What
drink
kind of fines
can
are we
get you
talking
can
about?
get you $500 farts.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the room all day with 12 guys or whatever it is. You needed that sort of fine system. But I would like to give you a real answer, because BG, when I'll never forget, I was drafted a 7th round pick. We had Chip Kelly, obviously, and BG was playing stand-up outside linebacker in like a relatively new scheme. And he'd been in the league for 3 or 4 years at that point. 1st-round pick, stud out of Michigan. I went to Wisconsin, so I remember seeing him in college. But one of my first interactions with BG was in the lunchroom, and just went so far out of his way to welcome a dude who was a late-round pick. We weren't in the same room at that time, and that was a cool moment for me, man, because I'm like, this guy's got no business being as cool as he is, and to kind of, introduce himself to me, take me under his wing a little bit, make himself known, just be friendly. That goes a long way for a rookie. So, yeah, I mean, we always had really good rooms and stuff, and BG was a huge part of that. Like, you got a group of vets who kind of, set the standard and let their expectations be known, and, kind of hard asses when it needs to be, but also bring you along a little bit. And BG is a huge part of creating a
I'm
really
with
good
you on that,
culture.
Bo. Like, because for me coming in, Trent Cole was like that for me.
Yeah.
And man, it just makes you feel like you a part of the team for real. And that, man, what I do, I want to make sure at least for one person that I'm gonna prove that they took a pick on me. All right, bet.
I remember seeing you running down on kickoffs that year and murdering
Oh,
people.
We talked about
man,
that.
It was
Yeah.
so awesome. And I'm just like watching that, just like, this is so sick. Like getting so hyped about kickoff.
He
That-
told the
that
story.
was-
He
I'm
told the
telling
story
you.
of like Fip coming before a meeting. He's like, "Hey, BG, I'm gonna rip you in this meeting, just so you know." Like,
Yeah,
I gotta do it
that's
in
what
front
I
of the
could
whole team,
respect
but,
about Phip. Phip was gonna tell you, like, look, I'm coming a little strong today because you didn't do so good, and I got the block punt. We was in Denver, Trendon Holiday. He ran one back, and then I got the punt block on that. So he ran one back that game, so that's already one. Then I get the punt blocked at the end of the game because I wasn't really paying attention in the meetings, and that's where I felt like that was a crossroads for me at during that time too. When you see me coming down on kickoff, because I had to really like try to enjoy that because you want to play defense.
Yeah,
but,
and that's not an easy thing, man. Like to embrace a special teams role like that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I got a lot of respect for doing that, man. That's not. It's a little. It's humbling in a certain sort of way, but like, dude, you lean into it and
it turned
you were
into something else.
messing dudes up.
It
Yeah,
turned into
exactly.
something. It
Gives you
turned
some
into
energy.
people,
exactly.
like looking for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they looking for me. So
Yeah.
I felt like, man, that's what I could tell anybody coming in. It's like, as long as you get your opportunity, lean into it.
Yeah.
Because like you said, man, you don't know what will come of it. And when people started saying after the game, man, our coach said we got to watch 55.
Yeah.
It just gave me a spark like no other, because that's all you want on defense. You want people to, like, don't run my way.
You want people to know where you're at.
Yeah, you want to know where I'm at.
Yeah.
So
well, you always, you're always talking, so people always do.
they know where I'm at for sure. They gonna hear me.
People ask me all the time. They're like, "Did you talk a lot of smack?" I'm like, "No, dude. I'm in there huffing and puffing, man." I'm like, they mic'd me up one game. It was literally just me heavy breathing for like 2 hours
I'm
straight.
telling you.
I'm like,
What's the flip side though, BG? Because you were nice to a 7th round pick rookie,
Yeah.
right? You gave some life into him, but when did you see that Bo was a real player?
You start to see during the how he handles the coaching, of like coaching, telling you hey, man, you're doing a great job, or, Bo, man, you keep on doing this false step. I keep telling you, like, you know, you got to watch the film, and then you seeing how we taking information and applying it on, like, knowing what to do. Because that's half the battle, man. People abilities don't always be the problem. It be up between the ears and being able to retain that information from classroom and don't make no mistakes and walk through, then go to practice and don't make no mistakes.
The guys that make, the young guys that make the same mistakes over and over again, you're kind of just like, man, you can't, like, you don't have time to keep making these same mistakes. Like, you're eventually going to get, you know.
Yeah, some people, it depends on the level of where you got drafted. You might get you might get 2 to 3 years, and if you don't figure it out, all right, we got to get him out of here.
Yeah.
You know, but some people like Bo, right there, 7th-round pick. You know, he got a pick, and they like the picks, but he wasn't as high. But man, you could tell that he had the ability, he had the attitude, and that's really what you want from a guy coming in. You want to be able to, like, at least check those boxes of, man, following someone that's ahead of him that he can see, that's got success, and see what he does, and then apply where he fit, where it fits him. And so I was happy to be able to see Bo on a daily, just on, like, us working our technique, hitting the dang on sled one way and go the other way. Every day.
With
every day.
Yeah.
As an arrow. That boy was serious.
Yeah.
But it showed up in the game. Every time you see people picking in a one gap, it two gapping. You know, you can always see the stuff show up. So it's just all about believing in each other, man. New guys come in, you really do got to give them that motivation to know, like, we picked you. We're not trying to fight against you, even though you're a rookie and you got to do all these different rookie things. Don't take it personally. Just know that we going to get you up to speed. We want you I don't care who make the play, like Fletch say, just make the play. And it could be that rookie that you've been hard on, but showing love at the same time. And, man, he could be the one to help you win the important games that you need.
Bo, I want to ask you just one question about the current team, and I know people can listen to this on the Green Light podcast, but the year that Jordan Davis had, going from, I mean, different body type, obviously, but being just a pure nose to doing more this season, what did you make of the season?
No, he had a great year, man. It's fun to watch him kind of develop. Along the lines of what BG was saying, and you know, he's got all the talent in the world, incredible, you know, physique and super long arms and so explosive and, you know, fast. He ran such a quick 40, but you just feel like he's taken such a big jump in this last year, and a lot of that, I think, is Vic and getting comfortable in that scheme, but man, I saw him in the playoffs. I think it was against the Niners. He made like 3 great plays in a row. One, and they were completely different plays. Like, one was like 2-gapping, going back to his secondary gap, making a tackle for like no gain. Then he hawked down a screen, and then he had a big pressure. And I mean, I give him all the credit, man. It feels to me like he's one of those guys that, obviously, we talked about Jalen Carter. He gets a ton of love, rightfully so. But I think Jordan Davis is really a centerpiece of the defense, man,
and allows them to play light boxes and still stop the run, almost by himself.
And that's the nose guard's role, man. Is he can have a great game and sometimes doesn't make those impactful plays that really pop off the screen, but he has been playing really well with really good technique and also making that play. So it's kind of a plus player. I've had a lot of fun watching him, and I mean, it's a deep D-line, man. You know that. Yeah. Morrow's been balling, and you know, Milton is obviously back in the Super Bowl here, and you get a little concerned when you lose a guy who's so good like Milton Williams, and I feel like Morrow stepped up so
Jalix, too.
So
Jalix was awesome.
Yeah,
he had like
was
3
killing.
picks, didn't he? Like
awesome.
2 picks.
Led the team in sacks and interceptions.
And almost made another pick.
He dropped the pick. Yeah, he dropped the pick also, yeah. I mean, so it's a fun unit to watch, man, and you know, seeing BG in there still, it's like, you know the meme of Leonardo DiCaprio where he's pointing at the screen? Every single Eagles game I'm watching when you're in there, like,
You also get the Buscemi, like, hello, fellow kids. BG showing up.
Hey, Bo, I was going to say, man, like, for you, being like, when you had that first, like, I'm talking from me right now, so if I do play this last year or not, it's like, what advice would you give myself, you know, because I'm going to go through my own crossroads. No matter how long you play, we all have that same thing. What, because it seemed like you got everything together now. What are some things that that's gonna help me that you wish that you would have known?
Well, it's definitely a process, man, and I guess I got 2 things. The big thing is, you know, football has obviously been the number one thing that's been consuming your life, you know, forever. You've really put all of yourself into it, and there's so much stuff that comes along with that, and I think an underrated aspect of it is just kind of a daily schedule. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. But like,
you're so used to having your life
Yes.
scheduled out.
exactly,
Yes.
and you're and you have the flow of the season where right now we're in the off season, and then you have OTAs, and then you have the summer where you get break, and then camp, and then the season starts. It's all well and good in the off season, but when you're retired, that first kind of stretch where it's August and fall during the season, you just feel like you're like, man, what am I doing? Like I should be doing something right now. Like I
Yes.
should be out there practicing. And so for me, it was really good to kind of like, hey, every day I'm gonna wake up at this time. I'm gonna work out at this time. I'm gonna schedule, whatever it is I have to do. And like I have a paper calendar schedule.
Paper calendar. Good for you.
Ooh, got the paper.
Not even a whiteboard.
So it
I
sounds
just say
dumb,
me and
man,
wifey
but-
got the shared calendar,
yeah,
but that's
yeah.
on
She
our
wants to know where
phones.
you're at,
But yeah, she want to know what I'm doing for sure.
So that's the big one, and then I got one more that is probably a little more obvious, but like, dude, stuff like you just have to go out of your way to put in effort to see the guys that you played with, or like whether it's keep in touch with them, FaceTime them, call
that's
them
beautiful.
up.
That is
even
beautiful.
like something as dumb as not dumb, but doing the podcast with Chris, stuff like that. It's just an excuse for us to get together, hang out, talk about football, relive some old memories, have some laughs. But just go out of your way to like reach out to dudes and schedule a dinner with somebody. You're in town randomly for whatever. Fletch is probably going to be there. Because dude, you miss seeing those guys every day and having that shared purpose with a group of men. Like that's not something that is just that's kind of a rare, unique thing that you really miss the most. So
I know,
you got to
man,
put
I'm
effort
with
into it, man. It's a real thing.
I'm with you on that 100%. And man, I just appreciate it for real because that is something that I noticed that it just shuts off right off the rip.
Yeah.
Like soon as season over with, if you lost the last game or you lost in the playoffs, whatever it is, or you go home early, it's like, man, nobody's looking for you, nobody's calling.
It can be a little lonely, man.
Oh, it definitely could get a little lonely. Like what you said, I was working out. I would make a reason to go golf with some people that you normally
Exactly.
would see on a daily. And like you said, this coming back into it, I can appreciate it more because I didn't waste those days.
Yeah.
Man.
Also, try to find something that you always wanted to do that you never really got the chance to do. So, like, I never really got the chance to travel like internationally a lot because I was always
Always
I was like, I
on
gotta
schedule.
train, I gotta get ready for camp. Blah blah blah.
Can't
And-
miss no days.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I've never been to Italy. Like, so I went to Italy after I retired. Like, you just gotta kind of knock off some of those little bucket list things.
What's next on your list?
I'm going to Ireland with my family.
Nice.
In the summer. So pretty excited. I got a nephew he's like 9 months old now, and so
Congratulations.
we're kind of waiting. Yeah, I'm the godfather. It's a pretty big deal.
No big deal.
But waiting for him to get old enough, then we're gonna do a big family trip.
Awesome.
And just stuff like that, man. It's a new world in retirement, man. You got to reinvent yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
It's you know how I guess you didn't really have this, but you go to a new team, you kind of like a whole new guy, and you got to kind of show. It's like that.
You got to prove yourself.
Yeah,
prove
it's like
yourself.
you got to prove yourself that like, hey, my entire life is revolved around football. It doesn't anymore. Like, who am I now? A little bit.
I can adjust.
Yeah.
I can make it work. But like you say,
Exactly.
it's the journey, man.
Yeah.
I love it because I feel like we have plans and we think we know what we want to do, what we're going to do,
Yeah.
and then something just come out of nowhere. Because I'm sure even now, like being on the pod, Green Pod, then, Kelsey, all that stuff happened with Kelsey and all that. And it
But
just
all that is, man, is just an excuse to hang out with my buddies.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like, that's really what it boils down to.
That's a great way. And then what it is, it keeps you connected to the league. You don't feel like as overwhelmed as like if you're working for a team. And I mean, of course, we love the chaos because that's what I will say is controlled chaos that we go through.
Seriously.
Because man, the ups and downs of listening to us, the media talking and getting clips you see of how bad you suck during the season right now, or
In Philly? No way.
Oh man, 3 game stretch
Everybody
this
got a
year.
job to do.
I was like, oh my God, don't turn the TV on. I know this. I've been here before.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it is special, like to be around guys, man, for one common goal, and that's what I think. That's what the hardest part for me,
Yeah.
like you said, man, because you got to find that next big thing,
For real.
next project that you got to
You'll
gotta
find
do.
something.
I know.
I've
Yeah.
been getting into some stuff that I was like, I've been getting really into interior design.
Good for you.
Never thought I'd do that.
That's great.
And build a house, and I'm like, man, I really like doing this.
Well, Bo, thank you for letting me be a fly on the wall as you guys get to
Absolutely.
catch up together. We've got
Yes.
much more coming your way on Unblocked with Brandon Graham, the great Beau Allen, Chris Long as well. Thanks for staying with us.
All right, y'all, here's the thing. Whether it's football, life, or business, success is all about working with great people, having a plan and bringing passion every single day. And when it comes to banking and helping Philly's business owners, nobody does it better than Firstrust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. If you're a business owner and tired of feeling like just another number, you want with First Trust. They're family-owned, rooted right here in South Philly, and passionate about the city and our Eagles. First Trust isn't just a bank. They're about giving your business an edge to win. Big enough to make things happen, but not so big you can't sit down and have a real conversation about your business and get things done. Oh, and did you catch me in their TV commercial? It's good. Visit firstrust.com or call 1-800-220-BANK to get in touch with them and tell them BG sent you. First Trust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds.
Yo, Philly, it's your boy Brandon Graham. When I need to shine, I go see my guys over at Bucci's Jeweler and Design. They've been holding it down for over 30 years, voted Philly's #1 jewelry store year after year. My team at Bucci can make anything custom. Whatever you dream up, they'll bring it to life. Top quality stones, no middleman, and they stand behind every piece 100%. Hit up BucciJewelers.com and sign up for their newsletter. Let them know BG sent you.
Back on Unblocked with Brandon Graham, presented by Xfinity. Thank you again to Beau Allen and Chris Long. Give us some good podcast advice, some good life advice. And we learned about the fines.
Right,
That's
I know.
expensive gas, BG.
It's some expensive gas.
The price of gas is going up.
Oh man, price of gas.
What's the most, aside from those fines? What's the worst fine you've ever got?
Worst fine? If I had to say, I think they fined me close to $10,000 because I was late for training for therapy.
Okay.
And I was young though. I think it was like $8,000. It's at the organization discretion on what they do for those type of fines. Like if you late for a meeting or you miss a meeting, all that stuff. Man, trust me, you miss your playbooks, that's $20,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, or lose your playbook, that's $20,000. All that.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, man.
And does that come? It just comes straight out of your paycheck?
Comes out the paycheck, yeah. And you don't. They'll take it.
It's kind of dirty. The organization's discretion. They can just start picking your pocket.
They can pick your pockets. Trust me, it's some people that's getting their pockets picked.
Yeah.
Because
I was talking
they young and they ain't trying to learn, and they just like, I'm gonna take your money.
I was talking to Cameron Williams on Locker Room Cleanout Day.
Yeah.
And the poor guy, he said he was getting fined like up and through half the season just trying to get his weight down. And
Yeah.
like, of course he's trying to get it down. We're just going to keep fining the guy?
Gonna keep finding them. I mean, they even give you a little percentage off. The first one is like 70% off. Then it's 50. Then it goes 40, 30. And, man, if you get to 10, boy, you just, I don't know, it's just tough for you. You know, like, I don't want you to get on no Ozempic.
Yeah, we need you bulky.
It's real though. It's real though, man. Like, hey, I'm a big foodie too, and I understand it ain't always easy making those good choices because you got so much
But
good
it's,
food
I feel
around.
like it's tough if you've never even gotten to the threshold. You know what I mean? Like if he was at the right weight and then he went up, okay, I get the fine. It's a little bit tough. But if he's like, you're trying to get down to the number and he's still like working his way down, I think that's tough.
Well, you got to talk to the coaches or somebody.
Who
and be
chooses
like,
that? Is that a scout thing?
It's
on his
a
side,
weight
or is
room
that,
staff.
okay.
It's Nick Sirianni, all the people that, because Nick is big on the weight. Like he all about that, like making sure you make weight and following the rules.
Okay. Now, is there a separate thing where there's like players find players?
No. Well, yeah, rookies. Stuff in your room. That's really, like, you know, if you got the fine system, like you say, that's the stuff that we came up with, $500 fine.
Okay.
Like what we used to do. We used to do $500 for farts. Then we do $25 if you have a missed assignment on Wednesday.
Okay.
$50 on Thursday. As you get closer, it goes up. And then $100 on Friday if you have a MA missed assignment. And then $200 on Saturday if you mess up right day before the game. That's the walkthrough. And so we always had that. So if somebody made a mistake, even if you know he knew it, he just made a bad step, oh, man, you getting fined.
Oh, brutal.
Then you put it up. Then you got to bring that fine in by next week.
Now, does that then go to a pot that you guys
Yeah,
spend
we just
on
end up just splitting
for
it.
dinner? Like
All the
you
older
split
guys. All the older guys just end up splitting it.
oh, that's brutal.
By the end and going. We use it on like the
Take 'em out
dinner.
to dinner, yeah.
Take it out to dinner. Then we might gamble a little bit, see if we can flip it.
Okay.
Depends on like depends on like how much everything costs, because sometimes that pot get big.
Yeah.
You be having like tens of
Got a lot of
thousands of dollars in there.
yeah.
You got
A lot of
other
farts.
guys, you got other guys in there. You might got like probably 20,000 in there, and we all split, get like 2 apiece.
Put it all on black.
But the rookies don't get nothing. They got to spend their money on top of the fine money that they
That's
already
tough.
got in there. Yeah. So-
Life in the
so-
NFL is hard.
Yeah, so some people, when we splitting it, they don't do nothing. They just keep it. They just pocket it.
Really?
I mean, yeah, because everybody ain't
Okay.
making the same. I mean, for
that
me,
feels like to me the kind of thing that would have happened maybe under Chip, or like those
yeah,
earlier,
like Chip
those
Kelly
earlier
days.
years.
Yeah, yep. It was Chip Kelly days. Even now, we still try to do
You'll
that.
still pocket it. Okay.
Still split it up, or we'll use it for the dinners.
You'll use it for the dinner. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we'll
feel like,
just
I feel
use
like
it
the
for the
idea of
dinners.
just pocketing it is not something that I would expect from this
Nah,
current iteration of
But that's why I'm
Vegas.
saying like it's because everybody don't treat that like how it used to be.
Yeah,
like,
we don't need to name names, but I feel
No, I
like
know.
I feel like there were some times in around like the 2012s where it was not such an embracing culture from the veterans.
Nah, at all. And so now everything is. I mean, people are more giving for sure.
Okay.
And so, yeah, man, they it is a different generation than what I'm used to, but I've adjusted.
Yeah.
Because if I'm still around, you got to be able to adjust.
Yeah. All right, we got one more segment here to come on Unblocked with Brandon Graham, presented by Xfinity. Stay with us.
On the field, it's all about speed, performance, and getting the W. Off the field, I expect the same. That's why I love Chevy and Elkins Chevrolet, located on Route 73, South in Marlton, New Jersey. They're fast on the deal and strong on the price. Whether it's a brand new Silverado, a Traverse for the family, or a quality pre-owned ride, the team at Elkins treat you like an MVP. Don't waste time anywhere else. Go to Elkins Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Visit ElkinsChevrolet.com. Tell them Brandon Graham sent you. I would like to introduce you to the Dude at Dental Group. They are the official dentists of the Philadelphia Eagles and in their 5th season caring for the birds, so you can trust them to care for you. From dental implants and other advanced procedures to cleaning and whitening, this is the team you want. They are in network with all major insurances. No insurance, no problem. They have options especially for you. Visit them at PhiladelphiaEaglesDentist.com. That's PhiladelphiaEaglesDentist.com. Smile like the birds. Transform your home for 2026 with great offers on your favorite looks at Ashley's New Year's sale. Discover hot buys for every room in your home starting at just $299. And you can ring in the new year with new styles today and pay over time with 60-month special financing on in-store purchases. Don't miss out. Shop the season's must-have looks at Ashley's New Year's sale.
All right, we're back on Unblocked with Brandon Graham, presented by Xfinity, live at Radio Row in San Francisco. Let's close this out, BG, by just thinking back again to those memories from 8 years ago. I know that you've talked about it plenty, but when you think about it and you close your eyes, what comes to mind from what happened in Minneapolis 8 years ago?
Well, you know what? I just remember us just not gonna be denied. That whole game, ain't nobody flinched when they was scoring. We was scoring. Like we just knew it was gonna take all 4 quarters, and that's really where our mindset was. Each possession, one play at a time, one drive at a time. And I could just remember us, like after every, even with Nick Foles at that last drive before, or second to last drive before we had to get back on the field on defense, it was strip them, somebody. And sure enough, I ended up stripping them, and man, just seeing everybody light up in that moment. Then on top of that, Jake making the kick, that was a big kick right there, because you're like, man, Brady and them, if they do go down, they got to go get the 2-point. You're thinking about all those different things.
I would say what that Hail Mary was scary.
I know it was scary, because from behind, it looked like he jumped under it and caught it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see no confetti right away.
Yeah.
And then when I seen it struck zero, it was just like you trying to figure
you're
it out.
waiting,
Next
you're
you know,
waiting.
boom, and all the confetti come down, and it was just crazy. And I just remember just like breaking down and just hit you. Like you just so much emotion.
You are one of 4 guys who have won both Super Bowls, right? You, Lane, Jake Elliott, and I think Rick Lovato. Mm-hmm. So you're the only one who can really, you're one of the only people who can really speak to this. What was the different feeling of that first one versus the one last year?
because we knew what was on the line even more, because Philly hasn't won one since the 60s.
Yeah.
Since 1960 at that time.
No Super Bowls.
No Super Bowls. And last time they made it this close, they lost to the Patriots. And then that was the Spygate stuff.
Yeah.
And I know Philly was pissed off about it. They was mad. So to be able to get your get back on the team that got you to in 04 with the same quarterback with Brady, and I know, man, it was our duty. So that first one, man, it just felt like more pressure, in a good way though, because I felt like we was built for that pressure that year, because nobody expected us to do much that year anyway. But that team got sneaky good when he brought a couple people in, like you got Ajay Ajayi, when we seen him in training camp during that training camp merger when we played the Dolphins. And yeah, man, it was cool to kind of get him, because I feel like he put us in a good place of getting our running game right. You see him come in, and he gave us a spark on top of Blunt.
Right. With and Corey Clement making
Corey
plays in the
Clement
passing game as well.
Man, I was like, man, I felt like Corey should have played a little longer than he did.
Yeah, it's
interesting. Man, it was
career.
interesting,
he
wasn't
was
it?
so good that year.
Yeah,
man.
that year, man, I'm like, man, we got one.
Too.
We got one.
And you would think that a guy who was so effective in the passing game would have a longer career. I think maybe some injuries got to him. The way I always describe the two of them is that first year, that was magic. That was the magical year. It felt like there was really something beyond, something else that team had for it. Whereas last year, you guys were just bullies. You just beat everybody up, and it was more like puffing our chests out. We are the biggest, baddest team there is. Nobody can F with us. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of a different feeling.
It did show us that, like that Washington game, it showed up so big, because it was like, dang, okay, we had all these personal fouls and do all this, all these different takeaways. We had probably six fumbles that we got back, and we still lose the game. And so, if anything, it showed us that when we beat ourselves, we lose the game because of how good we was. So if we don't do that, we win the game. And that was a great game, great lesson at a time where I felt like it was starting to get to our head a little bit. And when all that happened, when people getting kicked out the game like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, then we just got all them personal fouls, and then they converted first downs on penalties. We gave it to them pretty much. And it was a good learning lesson for us, because that's what was said after the game. It's like, man, we too good to be beating ourselves like this. And that was a horrible game to lose, the way we took the ball away that game. I
have a question that I think everybody has been wondering for a very long time. Do you know what CJ said to get kicked out of the game?
I'm not sure. You got to ask Dom that.
Okay.
Yeah, Dom know that.
He must have said something.
Yeah, he had to say something crazy
to just get kicked out.
But it's
words.
It's nothing that it's nothing that we wasn't used to, because that boy was a wild boy. Fun though.
But that's what makes him who he is.
That's what I'm saying. Right? That's why I say he was fun. And sometimes can be misunderstood. Misunderstood. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I think that's fair. All right. Well, Brandon Graham, it has been a lot of fun to be here with you on Radio Row at the Super Bowl. Thank you so much. Stay with us. Unblocked, presented by Xfinity. We'll be back next week. I love it. Happy anniversary.
Let's go.